Hello, my name is Tamara Geyer, and this is my presentation over government control of public education. So a little bit about myself. I'm a mom of 3 girls. My oldest is 20, and then I have twin 16-year-olds who are juniors this year. I've received 3 degrees through Fort Hays University, and, working on a 4th one. So previously, I've been an IR teacher for 3rd through 6th grades out in Wichita County. Then I moved to Pratt and was a behavior support teacher at an alternative day school for 3 years. My current position is in Newton, and I am an IR teacher for high school math. I enjoy a variety of different things. Mainly, I love being outside and doing things with the family. So my goal, the purpose of taking the course is to prepare myself to take the necessary steps to become an assistant director of special education in a special education cooperative. Once I achieve this goal, I will strive to ensure that all students and staff feel successful. I will advocate for equitable education for all students and proper supports and training for the staff. So there's 3 levels of government that are responsible for public schools. So the federal government is the highest level, and their responsibility is to protect the civil rights of students that are in grades K through 12. They provide resources that ensure that they receive free quality education. And they use public data and high quality research to support this. They also enforce the discrimination laws, so this means that all students, no matter their income level or disability or anything like that, receive equal education opportunities. They also provide funding to facilitate different opportunities for high-needs students. The federal government continued, so the collection of data and research is done. This is to help identify strengths and weaknesses, and then they gather and disseminate information about the scope and quality of the nation's education system. Then they inform policy and practice at the state and local levels. They also support the development and conditions to promote continuous improvement of state and local education systems. The state government is next, and they have the primary accountability and oversight over public schools. So most state constitutions give state governments the power to create their own departments of education and to pass laws governing school practices. So most state governments do choose to delegate much of the control to local school districts. Most of the states have a state department of education that is responsible for overseeing public education in their state. And according to the International Affairs of Office for the U.S. Department of Education, some of the functions of the state in public education include providing and allocating funds, setting state standards, overseeing special services for students with disabilities, licensing of the private and public schools, licensing of teachers and other staff members, electing and appointing at least one of the local and state school board members. And then the general public also has the opportunity to vote for education decisions. So at the local level, the local branch governs and manages public schools through election and appointment of representatives who serve on school boards or school committees. School boards are the governing body of the district that they serve. So as an educator, I am more a part of the local government, And what they exactly do is they decide how schools will operate. The school districts, so the school board, the members are elected by the government or by the public, or they can be appointed. Nationally, 96% of the school boards are elected by popular vote. The geographic lines that determine counties, parishes, or boroughs also determine the school districts. The districts are drawn independently of other administrative boundaries. They also appoint a superintendent, and he or she is over all the schools in the district. Then the school board is responsible for establishing the curriculum, hiring of personnel, and deciding when schools should be closed, consolidated, or constructed. They're also responsible for funding the budgets not covered by federal or state governments. So this is done through property taxes. And this is kind of where my concern is. I didn't realize just how off the budgets were and the funding for them, how little the federal and the state actually give to the schools. I didn't realize that it was mainly based on the local level. So each school will be bringing in different amounts because the variables are, the local tax rates, their exemptions, and the overall affluence of the community. So the school board also has the oversight and development of the policies within the district, the acceptance of collective bargaining agreements, and determination of policies to guide hiring of other district staff. So for Harvey County, I work in USD 373 and their district authority, so how they manage the school district. The governance of the district shall be vested in the board, so like we already discussed with the local level. The board shall have the authority to conduct district business without specific statutory delegation, and the board may transact all school district business and adopt policies the board deems appropriate to perform its constitutional duty to maintain, develop, and operate local public schools. Excuse me. So, Harvey County 373 would like to promote the current and future success and well-being of each student and adult by annually establishing and reviewing long-range goals and objectives to guide district operations. The board shall participate in long-range planning through an annual meeting with the superintendent and designated staff to review progress of the implementation of board priorities, initiatives, and long-range plans. The superintendent shall develop necessary procedures to implement the policies, and the mission of the Newton School community is to prepare our students to be capable, contributing participants in the changing world. So also they want to, so both academic and non-academic programs comprise the educational program of the district. Such educational programs shall be performance-oriented and research-based. All students will have equal opportunity to pursue and acquire knowledge and to master the educational program's objectives. So the instructional philosophy and mission is listed here. Communication with the public, so how the district communicates with everybody. The board excuse me, shall keep the public informed about the school systems, functions, and operations through newsletters and other media. The board may issue a patron newsletter. The superintendent or the superintendent's designee shall be responsible for the content of the district newsletter and other district-sponsored media and publications. The superintendent shall direct the dissemination of district information and report to the board as requested. When approved by the principal, attendance center announcements or school-related information may be sent home with students. The board may establish a district website and may allow creation of websites for individual schools, which we have a district website, and then within that you just click on the different schools and you're able to just move around through there. And then they share information through newsletters and then social media, and then they have a backpack newsletter that goes out through mass email. So also when communicating with the public, it is vital that you be careful with data privacy and follow the FERPA regulations, follow the copyright rules, and then instruction on what information and materials will be prominently posted. The board's and administration's right to determine the website content and monitor use by employees and students. Evaluation of technology. So equitable distribution of technology. All students will have appropriate access to available technology to enrich their learning environment. And all students here are able to have laptops. We also have the ability to send home the hotspots so the students can also work from home too. The district, like I said, provides the computer network and internet access for at school and then also for at home if needed. So it keeps everybody able to share information and then learn new concepts. Personal experiences with the 3 branches of government. So federal, working in the special education field, it's important to know the policies and laws for identifying and providing equitable services to the students. I also find it important to work with general education teachers to educate them on how to follow the IEP and report data. The state level, so this last spring I was able to go to the Capitol and give a presentation over the research I have done for special education. Other than that, I guess like my licensing and stuff like that is kind of an experience with the state. The local level, giving presentations at the school board meetings, and then also the hiring process that you go through, and compiling information for the school board meetings so that they can review the data and progress when I was working at the alternative school. Standard correlation. So the standard was for operations and management and promoting current and future success and well-being of each student and adult by applying knowledge, skills, commitments necessary to improve management, communication, technology, school-level governance, and operation systems to develop data-informed and equitable school resource plans and to apply laws, policies, and regulations. So here is my correlation. The relevancy. My reflection. And my references. All right, thank you everybody for watching.